Hey there, I just came back from a little tiny flea market. Was on the side of the road type thing on the way to dropping off some invitations to a party. And I picked something up for like 50 cents. And actually it's a Rant time. Here it goes, guys. Got my daughter with me today. And we're talking about horror, but specifically horror that gets crapped on. Horror that gets a bad rap, deservedly or not. So I'm taking 3 random horror movies that normally get pretty shitty reviews, and a little extra thing at the end. I'm going to talk about them a little bit. As we have Halloween is just a month away, so let's talk about horror. First up, well, this is just one in the series. It's the Wrong Turn series. You ever seen Wrong Turn movies? People take a wrong turn and end up with these killer, cannibalistic people. And you know what? It gets crapped on a lot. It's not exactly what you call a brainy series or anything like that. It's may not even be the greatest series of all time. It's definitely not the greatest series by any stretch of the imagination. And the acting may not be the best. But you know what? It's a horror film. Get over it. This is our genre is crapped on enough as it is, and leave it to internet reviewers to crap on anything that actually gets minutely successful. And I'm going to get into that a little bit more later. Is this a great movie? No, it's not. But is it as bad as everybody says it is? Not worth the... Next up, Black Christmas. Xmas, actually. The remake. Black Christmas is a classic, and it cannot be touched, and should never be touched. And I am the biggest fan of Black Christmas you're ever going to see. I know the movie inside and out. It's a watch for me on every Christmas Eve. It's a watch for me at least 2 or 3 times a year. I've studied and constructed and deconstructed and reconstructed the movie over and over again. It's one of my favorite horror movies of all time. Black Xmas, however, is not a good movie. But you know what? It's so bad and cheesy, and the horror is so over the top, that I can see remnants of what could have been a good movie. And for that alone, and a cast of really cute girls, we are going to now stop crabbing on it for now. You know what? Next up is a horror slash with bit of parody comedy into it, which people didn't get. I really don't think. That is Sorority Row. Sorority Row was a remake of a classic. Well, it's hard to say classic. It really but a little known movie starring Eileen Davidson from Young and the Restless and Days of Our Life fame, called House on Sorority Row. Now, Sorority Row is it's cheesy. The weapon is actually pretty cool, and this gets a lot of hate. And for what it is, seriously, is it really that bad? No, it's just a normal slasher movie, like the other two. Slasher movies are not exactly brain science. You like slashers? Mm. You like the creepy ghost movies, don't you?
Yeah.
But you know what? They're fun. And there's enough people going to rag on them outside of the horror community that but really, this is something that you're going to take the time out to give a crappy review to just because you can. I don't think I'm getting to the point of my review or my rant, and that basically is coming. Those are 3 movies that are they crappy? Maybe, but do they deserve the hate they get? No, they don't. But Saw.
I love Saw.
Yeah, Saw is one of the most hated series in the horror community. Hardcore horror fans claim it's after the first one was played out, they should be doing another one. They're going to remake it. All how Saw, blah 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 blah. But you know what? For 7 years, Saw brought a horror movie into theater at Halloween that people could go see. Rob Zombie's Halloween couldn't do that. It had been a while since we'd really gotten a successful horror franchise coming out around Halloween that horror fans could go see. And did we like or appreciate that, or did we crap on it like crazy because it's not another one of those movies? Crapped on it.
I love Saw.
I like Saw too. You know what? And none of them are that bad. So honestly, Saw franchise, Sorority Row, Black Xmas, the Wrong Turn franchise, great movies? No. Horrible movies? No, not horrible movies either. Just they're some of those are passable movies. None of them are ever going to win an Oscar. None of them are going to be the best in the horror genre. And aside from Saw and maybe one of the two of the Wrong Turns down the road, maybe they're not going to be classics. But they are what they are. They're fun films in a genre that unfortunately doesn't get enough fun films, and sometimes we tend to eat our own and crap on people that try to do stuff around us and make a decent horror movie. There was a movie a few years back called Valentine, I think. David Boreanaz. It had a good cast, actually. And as a slasher movie, it was a real throwback to the 80s slasher movies. And it was not bad, but you would not believe the hate that movie got for absolutely zero reason. Was it a bad movie? No, it wasn't a bad movie. Not at all. Was it a great movie? No. Was it a decent slasher movie that would have been passable and done well and been successful in the 80s? Yeah, if it came around in the 80s, it would have been way more successful. However, it was emo 90s, and it wasn't. Just need to rant today. Thanks a lot for watching, and
Apologies for the very, very loud cat.
yeah. Give a movie a chance, even if it's got a crappy review. Go check it out yourself. You mightn't like it, but it may be one of those guilty little pleasures that you find that you like that nobody else does.
Someone should apply that logic to the 2DS.
Not going to do it. Thanks for watching, guys. And since I haven't had any breakfast or anything yet, and I just got home, it's really time for tea.